Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel, Coffee Tea Paper. My name's Louise and I'm sorry I'm a bit late this week with our journal prompt. We're working our way through this box by Murray Andrew called Look Up, Look In, 52 Meditations on Nature. I just had a really busy week and weekend. I haven't even written in my new journal yet, my new insert. Look at that. It's totally blank. Been so busy making the memories, I haven't been writing about the memories. So we'll get into it, even though it's a little bit belated. I set up these pages in the back for my stationery purchases, July to December. If you saw one of my previous videos, you will have seen that I had similar pages for January to June. As yet, there is nothing in here. So seeing that, what's today? The 7th of July. Wow, I've gone 1 week and I haven't made any stationery purchases. And I have officially moved in to my love and trip insert. Though I haven't written anything. This was last week, waterfall. So we'll put that one away and see what we have for week 28. Cloud. Well, that's a cloud. That's a cloud over a little flower. What does Murray say about cloud? Disappointment feels so personal. How dare it be cloudy for my beach day? Why didn't I get the apartment I wanted? Sit with disappointment and consider your setback more objectively. The clouds interfered with what you had envisioned for the beach, but maybe they'll bring some much needed rain. Maybe the person who got the apartment needed it. Take a step outside of yourself and think about your disappointment from another perspective. Once you've accepted it, you might be able to see an opening for new possibilities. Well, that's just sort of started off with more of a negative outlook, isn't it? What about the cloud with the silver lining, that even though there might be something that has put a cloud over your day, that there is always something positive to be found? Well, I think already we know what we need to do. We need to create some clouds with some silver linings. And I am thinking that I will need to find, surely amongst all my inks, I have some sort of blue-grey ink with some silver shimmer in it. I might do a bit of blobbing, cloud blobbing on the page. This could be messy, I'm warning you now. Okay, I'm going to go and try and find some appropriate ink to make some clouds with silver linings, and I will see you back here shortly. Alright, I have got my Blue Revelry ink out, which is the limited edition 2025 ink celebrating 15 years from Ferrisville Press, and I am just going to straight out paint some clouds on my page and then come back and do some decorating, whether it's some flower stickers or something else. I don't know. I just want to get the clouds down first and see what happens. Now, if you hear banging and things like that, our poor neighbours, like ourselves last year, have just commenced a kitchen renovation. It's their turn to deal with the early mornings and the demolition and the disruption. So given they put up with it from our side of the fence last year, I of course will be nothing but sympathetic because I know what it's like. So we can put up with a bit of noise, I think. So what do clouds look like? I like kind of trailing clouds, I think. Because we've got this blue ink with the silver shimmer, I want it to look a bit stormy, I think. Overlapping as well, shouldn't we? Maybe this one can come up here a bit. Hope the shimmer's coming through. I did give it a bit of a jiggle. Alright, I'm thinking that's enough for clouds. While I let this dry off, I'm going to go and see what else, or have a think what else I want to put on the page. Do we just want to have a single flower or a single person down the bottom like the card? See, I think it goes quite well now that I think about it, because we've got some green on the card as well. So it probably works out quite fortuitously. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I literally just reached for a couple of things that I saw caught my eye that had green on it, and some of them were these post-it notes. They're not sticky, from one of my journal keeping friends who's also part of our Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers group, Julia, and I think I might use this down the bottom of the page. It's something a little bit different, but I quite like the contrast between the hand painted and then this very cute illustration, and just going to keep it really, really simple. I'll probably add in some words and I'll do the border on that page and we'll see how we go, but I think that's pretty much going to be the crux of it. So let's just get out the glue stick for that. I think I'll glue it down and cut off the excess. Alright my friends, I am going to finish up on our prompt today, which is cloud. And yeah, it sort of started off a bit negative, and I understand it's, you know, trying to say, you know, out of disappointment there comes new opportunities and new possibilities, and so on and so forth. And so I just sort of echoed that with the clouds on the page, but I've also sort of harked back to that saying of every cloud has a silver lining. So we've made some sparkling clouds, and I've written cloud, from disappointment comes new opportunities, look for the sparkling lining. And I've got this cute little bear looking a bit nonplussed out in the forest, and he's got his leaf umbrella at the ready. There is another little cloud there, and he's coming across a patch of flowers. And on the other side I've used some MU print on stickers there, and I think this is like a travel theme one, and just because it refers to, you know, that example of maybe somebody else needed that apartment that you missed out on, for example. And just some cloudy forest to lean back into this little image here. And yeah, I think it's kind of pretty. It's kind of a pretty page, very simple, really not much. A few stickers, bit of ink, and some a memo sheet or two. It's amazing, isn't it? You don't need that many supplies. So the ink was the blue Revelry ink, the MU print on stickers. Yeah, so that is that from me for this week's journal prompt. Hopefully I'll get to update my journal today if I can edit my video quickly. There's a bit of incentive. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and for joining in, and for all your lovely comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.